Greetings and welcome to your weekly forecast, Thoth Tarot and Angel Message. I am so glad that you are here joining us. Thank you so much. This is a collective reading for the coming week, and it is timeless. Although it is for a week's worth of energy reading, it is just looking at what we've got coming towards us, things to maybe be watching out for, looking out for, or wanting to encourage and bring forward more of. So let's go ahead and dive on in, see what we've got going for this weekly forecast for us today. We start out with the Lovers. This is one of the major arcana. It is Gemini, representing the twins, opposing energies. It's the Hebrew letter Zayn. Openness to inspiration, intuition, intelligence, attraction, beauty, love. This is an alchemical card, and it's illustrating the marriage or the union of two opposites. So we have the prince and the princess holding the wand and the cup, Cain and Abel, Lilith and Eve. The swords at the back suggest the intellectual process of the uniting of the two elements. The figure of the Creator blesses this deliberate synthesis. The alchemical white eagle of salt and the red eagle of sulfur. The egg of wisdom and the winged wand of Osiris are at the bottom of the card. So throughout the energy of the first part of the week, so Monday, Tuesday, and into the first part of Wednesday, we're looking at the energy of the Lovers. This represents, as we just read from the description of the card, an energy of joining of opposites. It's literally basically what we are being told to do when we come into this reality, when we come into this incarnation, this creation, is we are being asked to take this 3D reality that we've got, which is very bipolar, which is very much about opposites, good and bad, light and dark, salt and sulfur, prince and princess, these opposites, and bringing them together in a synergy, an alchemical, magical, not a combination, but a joining. So this is a very, very powerful energy for the beginning of the week. We are being asked to consider if things are coming at us that seem to be very much opposed to where we want to be going or what we want to be doing, what we want to have happening. We are being invited, instructed, encouraged to look for that opposite and to bring them together in a union that brings the strengths of both, because there is strength in even those negatives, even those shadows. There is a strength there. There is a power there. If you can get a hold of that energy and incorporate it, bring it into the light, bring it into the love, bring it into acceptance, you transform it and it becomes something new, an unknown that has never been before. So very, very powerful energy for the beginning of the week. Do not be surprised if things start coming together that seem to have been opposed, that seem to have been opposite each other. Do not be surprised. We want to welcome and encourage this kind of thing, because that is literally what we are here to do, to heal this bipolarness of our planet and to bring it into a unity of the fullness of those opposites into the perfected unity, the unity of wholeness. So that's what we've got at the beginning of the week. What have we got for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday? The Knight of Wands. This card keeps coming up in our weekly readings. This is a purely male creative force of fire or spirit. It represents the fiery part of water. We've got a man who's a graceful dilettante. He's amiable in a passive way, quick to respond to attraction, and easily enthusiastic, exceedingly sensitive, but with little depth of character. So coming from this lover's energy of bringing opposing forces together. We've got a very strong masculine energy towards the latter part of the week, very fiery, very fast moving. Nights are always going to be moving slowly or fast. This guy does not move slowly. So don't be surprised if you start feeling a whole bunch of things start moving around. Don't get lost in the details. Don't get caught up in the minutia. Keep your mind on where you want to be going, which is that perfect union of the lovers. Bring in those disparate energies, those off the wall ideas, and bring them into a union where it becomes that perfected wholeness. So don't be surprised if you have a lot of passion towards the latter part of the week, and don't get lost in the scattering of all of the little itty bitty details. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. So what do we got that we're looking at for the weekend coming up? After all of that, we've got the universe. This is completion. In the traditional Smith Rider-Waite Tarot, it is the world. Completion, the end of a cycle. And we know all things come to an end. All things come to an end. Good and bad, positive, negative, all of those, diametrically opposing forces, they will all come together. They will all become whole one way or the other, because that is what the universe, that's the mission of the universe. That's the purpose of the universe, is to bring all of these pieces into wholeness. This is Saturn and Earth. It's the Hebrew letter Tau. It is the essence of the question itself, synthesis, the end of the matter. The universe is represented as a maiden dancing with a great spiral serpent. She holds the moon in her hand, and the sun is merged in the eye of God. These two planets typify the positive and negative forces. Behind her is a geometrical solid by Mobius. Around her are the stars of the zodiac. The curved 72 lines stand for the Canaries and are also attempting to convey movement, to give the fourth dimension of time. Beneath her is the Sullivan's map of chemical elements. At the four corners are the cherubim, or winds of heaven, the bull, the lion, the eagle, and the man. So what we've got, really no surprise for the weekend, is basically all coming together, all bringing together all of these disparate energies, all of this fiery energy from the Knight of Wands and the lover's energy, just bringing it all together in a synthesis that is beautiful. And again, as we've mentioned before, completion doesn't mean it's ending, it's over, it's done. It simply means the cycle has a new chance to start in a new direction if that's needed, on a new level of moreness. If we're going in the right direction, we want more of what we've been doing. So coming into full circle, literally, for the end of the week. Do not be surprised if after the amazing energy of the lovers bringing together disparate opposing sides into beautiful unity, and then having all of this crazy energy from the Knight of Wands towards the latter part of week, that everything comes together in unity and wholeness on the weekend. Of course. And who is our angel? Who do we have watching over us throughout this crazy week? What a shock. Archangel Michael, thank you so much. The guardian of everybody. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. That is exactly what we are doing this week. We're going to be starting with that lover's energy, bringing opposites together in that beautiful unity, not getting distracted, not getting carried away with the Knight of Wands fiery passion energy, bringing it all into that wholeness, oneness, completeness on the weekend with the universe. Archangel Michael watches over us, guards us, guides us, protects us, encourages us, supports us. It's literally I can't think of a better angel to be, archangel, to be watching out for us for this week. So that is the reading that we've got for the coming week. I do hope that that blesses you and resonates with you. Please feel free to leave your comments during the week if things seem to be going the way that the cards say or not. I love getting this feedback with you guys. This is part of our community. This is part of our connection. We are all one. We are quantumly entangled and we are energetically entangled. Whatever you do affects me, and whatever I do affects you. So for this coming week, we've got a lot of energy moving. It's kind of very high energy. Stay focused, stay grounded, keep in touch with Archangel Michael. Be looking for that nod, that internal nod that you get from your gut, from that synthesis of heart, mind, connection that brings everything into fullness, brings everything into fullness. This is our mission. This is our purpose. Have a wonderful week. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.